Welcome to Newsweek Week. I will be bringing you a week's worth of Hollywood, tech, political news, and world news. Today, I would like to start off with the Conrad Murray sentencing as it went underway today in Los Angeles, California. As we all know, a few weeks ago, Conrad Murray was found guilty of the voluntary manslaughter of the death of Michael Jackson. Well, today, the judge sentenced him the maximum of 4 years in the county jail due to the new California sentencing law, which I'm not fully aware of just yet. So, if anybody is from California, please put a comment and explain to me what actually it is. But usually in a courtroom, the family is allowed to speak, but today the Jacksons spoke through their attorney, and here's what was said. Give me a minute, I'll love the quote. Okay. The Jackson relatives opted not to address the judge, but Brian Penage, an attorney for the matriarch Katherine Jackson, read a statement on behalf of the family describing the impact of the performer's death in 2009. This is what they wanted to say. As Michael's parents, we never imagined we would live witnessing his passing. It's simply against the natural order of things. As his children will grow without a father, our best friend, our playmate, our dad. So that was pretty much was said by the Jackson family. I'm pretty sure any parent in that situation, it'll be hard for them to imagine losing a son. And for kids to lose their only parent that they ever known. In this situation, as the trial has gone on, we all found out that Michael Jackson's two of his oldest kids, Prince and Paris, did go into the room. And we all heard Paris literally breaking down, screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." In my personal opinion, I believe that it was a good sentence, although I wish it was a little bit harsher. But you can't really pen first-degree murder on him. So involuntary manslaughter is a good charge for him, and he will spend 4 years in prison. On to other news, Herman Cain had another woman come out of the woodwork explaining that she had a 13-year relationship with him, and now he is reassessing his political bid to be the next president of the United States, or at least try to get the nomination during the primaries. However, I'll leave my personal opinion to myself. But now his defense, people that came into defense, is now backing off. And the woman who came out, who lives in Atlanta, had phone records, and she was aware of the fact that he was married. Now, my last segment for this episode, I will bring to you tech. And we all know what was going on with the AT&T T-Mobile deal, as it was blocked by the Justice Department suing for antitrust. And the FCC has officially came in and also sued too. The judge allowed for Sprint and C-Spare's lawsuit to go through. And finally, Verizon Wireless came out and saying that they were supporters of the AT&T T-Mobile USA merger. Now, AT&T has requested withdrawal for the merger and set aside $4 billion for DT. That will go to them, but however, I think they took it back, but the FCC granted their request to withdraw from the T-Mobile merger. However, since we all know that this deal was dead from the beginning, they're still trying to keep it alive by trying to sell some of T-Mobile's assets to Leap Wireless. I don't know how well that will work, considering that the fact that DT will pull out of U.S. market. That $4 billion does not go to T-Mobile USA, it will go directly to DT. Now, regardless of what happens, Google, I believe they said they're not interested in picking up T-Mobile USA. I know some people were saying that they should get it, it should be called G-Mobile, but I don't think that will happen. I don't think I don't think Google has any interest of buying a wireless provider. I think they just enjoy making phones. So I think they will never pick up Google. It's even it's a slim chance of them actually saying it, but I don't think that actually will happen. Now, what could happen is right before AT&T stepped in, they were trying to sell it to Vodafone. Right before AT&T came in with that $39 billion deal, they were going to try to sell it to Vodafone, which is, I believe, a UK company. And they want to get inside the US market. However, most people think AT&T, that T-Mobile is still profitable, but I still have doubts that T-Mobile will actually make it as an independent company. Because sooner or later, people will get tired of Android City. People need more selection of phones. So, I will say that if T-Mobile does not get the iPhone 4 or do not get the iPhone 5, I will leave it. And I'm planning on leaving it right now. Just trying to figure out where to go. But, so, that's it. Karen Murray was sentenced to 4 years in jail. Herman Cain had another woman come out and saying that she had a relationship with the man. And FCC has officially granted AT&T's withdrawal request for the merger, and they set across $4 billion in claims to give them to DT. That money would not go to T-Mobile USA, and Google will not buy it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I will try to come back next week on Friday with another weekly news thing. Right.